Hello, my name is Sipho.
And I'm Luci.
And together we are
Unhindered Rain. And you are watching Beat Freaks TV. Yeah!
So, how did you guys first meet?
I get to tell the real story. Okay, so what happened was I was on my bus going back home, and I was with my two friends. One's an Irish fella, one's a Jamaican girl, and me. And we were on the bus, and this fella started smoking, and then I was like, okay, can you not do that? Because you know, so many people got asthma. Please don't smoke on this bus. I got children. It's against the law. Easy, so right. So all of a sudden, no, this man wanted to start making noise. So he get up, and my three friends, well, the three of us got up and we start cussing, and we was like, my man, take out the thing, and we were like getting on real bad funny people 45 bus. And then all of a sudden now we have this, like, he put on these brass knuckles and went to and stood up like really aggressively, and the guy behind us was then like, what did he say? Oh yeah, he said, I'm gonna hit you. And then the guy behind went, you ain't gonna hit a lady in my presence. And so the man turned around, and while that confrontation was going on, this fella at the back of the bus stand up, right? This like little fella just stand up. He was like, excuse me, I agree with what these people are saying. You shouldn't be smoking on the bus, but I really don't think you should be, you know, carrying on like that. Like, my little brothers catch this bus, and I wouldn't like to see y'all carrying on the way y'all carrying on in front of them. So can you stop? And I was just like, and it's like we were all really aggressive, and we turned around, we saw him, we were like, oh, and like we all just kind of melted. So that was the first time we met.
Yeah. And then we met again at Beat Freaks event, Soul Sessions. It was a great event. It was all music. It was an acoustic night. We all enjoyed ourselves. Then right at the end, I met this girl again. I was like, oh, I've seen you somewhere. Then we found out it was exactly the same girl from the bus.
The same boy from the bus.
Yeah.
And you had performed that night, because I now knew that you performed. So I was like, oh, okay.
It began by finding out what we had in common in terms of our relationships with our family members.
Yes.
Because I think in both our cultures, if you meet an elder, someone who's elderly, whether they're, if they're a woman, you call them an auntie, or
an
they're male,
their
uncle, whether they're blood related or not. And we found out we had that in common. And I remember being confused, like I didn't know who was my real auntie.
Yeah, me too. Like everybody was an auntie and uncle. Like, I swear to God.
And it was that really because we were both from two different continents,
but had that, and also like our sensitivities and such, like how sensitive we are to certain things, and our love for not only spoken word, but like the beauty of words in general. Like I could say something to Sipho and think it's really like it's really precious to me, and I could just say it, and he'd be like, oh yeah, I feel that. And it's good when you can connect on that level as well, and that helped to build what we started doing too, didn't it? Yeah.
And as Luci mentioned earlier, we do have a love for words, and there's a difference when you're reading and when you get to perform it as well.
And embody it.
You know, yeah, and embody it. You get to emphasize certain things. You get to help the audience imagine things, and just enhance their imagination. There's so many possibilities with words when it comes to performance.
It's true.
And so it's just amazing exploring that, and that's why we love performing it just as much as we love reading.
To be honest, I think my love for, as I said, my love of performance comes from audience interaction, because it is that moment, isn't it, when what you have to say makes sense to other people besides just you, and you realize that you are more than just one, because you can feel so small in this world, but when you speak aloud and somebody agrees with you, all of a sudden you feel less alone, and that's nice.
So I imagine you guys are going to be at the next Poetry Jam?
Always. I have not, well, that's not true. I've missed 3 because I've been away. But yeah, sorry for that. And I've realized that like I only started, I have it down on my phone the first time I went to Poetry Jam, and I saw it today on the bus over, and I looked on my phone and it was like the address for Urban Coffee Company and like Church Street, if anybody interested. And I was like, I looked at it and it was dated on the 7th of April, and that would have been the first time I went to Poetry Jam. And I was like, I just felt so like nostalgic, but at the same time like, But yeah.
Well, thanks a lot. I love you guys. I think you're brilliant. So yeah.
Stop it. We love you too, Paul.
Beat freaks.
Beat freaks. Peace out.